The Nigeria Export Processing Zones Authority (NEBZA) reports that over 40 license-free zones are in different parts of Nigeria, housing over 500 licensed enterprises. These zones focus on sectors like manufacturing, oil and gas, and logistics. NEBZA promotes and facilitates both local and international investment into licensed free special economic zones which have been approved by the President. They also monitor and evaluate zones operations to ensure strict adherence to standards, establishment and supervision of zonal administrators for effective management, and ensure that economic objectives are achieved. To attract operators, benefits include duty deferral and exemption, customs duties and taxes typically not levied on goods entering a free zone until they move into the domestic market, and no duties are paid on re-exported goods, improving cash flow. Others are simplified and faster customs processing within the free zones, logistics and supply chain optimization, value-added activities, access to infrastructure and services, competitive operating costs, among others.
Those incentives is revenue that should have come to government that we have waived. So in return, these are the things we expect. The declared free trade zone must employ Nigerians. It must train Nigerians at all levels. Professional, semi-skilled, unskilled must be trained. It must transfer technology. Primarily it was designed to bring in foreign investment. We have a lot of local investment now. It must transfer technology. And very importantly, and this is sometimes missed by both the Nigerian public and the government, some other government agencies, very importantly, they are supposed to develop their local communities.
However, some of the benefits to businesses operating in the zone seem threatened by part of the reform tax law, which states that if an enterprise sells up to 25% of its goods into the Nigerian market, it faces proportionate taxes. If 128 profit by a free zone entity from sales domestic country fully subject tax regardless of the percentage.
Because of those laws, I believe some foreign direct investment is probably slipping into other West African countries like Ghana and all those areas, because they are just concerned not so much about the law, but about the unpredictability of having a free zone in Nigeria. So some of them will slip away they have done, to the nearby countries.
Lagos Free Trade Zone, an 860 hectares industrial hub in Ibeju-Lekki, is one of the active economic zones in the country's commercial capital. It boasts of different businesses. For instance, operators of the zone say foreign exchange that would have been sourced for the purchase of some industrial building materials has been reduced by the availability of locally manufactured materials.
Here we are standing in bay number 1. It is cold form productions. Here we produce louvers, Z-C purlins, roofing sheets. So it is cold form. We produce here building materials. On bay number 2, it is our detailing bay where we produce small items, small drilling, everything is the tiniest items. In bay number 3 is our welding bay, where we actually, it's heart of factory, we will go to this machine where we actually creating I-beam. I-beams, columns, which are going to be installed at the site. We only import raw materials, steel plates, from our suppliers. Mainly it's from China. We have long-term partners there who achieve that quality which we need. Unfortunately, we don't have raw steel plates or coils in Nigeria, but we are trying to push it with Minister of Steel also. After we received raw materials, all products roofing sheets, cladding, purlins, steel beams, everything is produced here for Nigerian market. Our market is Nigeria.
The companies are also offered ease of doing business.
It makes the total supply chain for industries within the zone very efficient. Clients within the zone through our green channel from the port to the zone ensure faster, seamless movement of goods from the zone to the enterprises manufacturing site, and you can do that within 24 to 72 hours from vessel arrival, right? And this is one of the key changes which you cannot get in any port anywhere in Nigeria. All right, so we have done a dedicated lane, a dedicated transport line between the ports and the zone, right? So at vessels arrival, the cargoes that are designated for the zone has a dedicated lane it takes from here into the zone itself, and this can be done within 24 to 48 hours. We have customs on board 24 hours. We have customs on board, so all the clearance of those cargoes are done at the client's facility because it's a bonded zone.
Other benefits for the economy is through the social impact.
In Lagos Free Zone, sustainability is a core part of our strategy. We look at what sustainability is as a whole, both financial and non-financial. For the non-financial sustainability, we look at the air, the water, the waste, how we can make waste circular, how we can reutilize things and ensure that we keep the business going without affecting the environment. Specifically, if you look at the water, we have ponds and lakes around the zone where we harvest rainwater and reuse it. We paved our roads with paver blocks, so that rainwaters can infiltrate and recharge the groundwater. Specifically for the community, we have a community development plan, and this is based on our community need assessment done years back. We've interacted with the communities and with the businesses around to understand the issues of the surrounding area. And our aim is that as we grow, the community should grow alongside us.
While the government expects contributions from the corporate, the zones are expected to be equipped with infrastructure to ease their operations to avoid situations as the concern in Calabar Trade Zone, where stakeholders had raised issues of insecurity, power shortages, and bureaucratic bottlenecks, as well as overlapping government agencies and frequent policy changes that have limited operations and field theft of equipment.